Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where Game 2 of the basketball tripleheader and Game 1 of the BW Women's Basketball Invitational is about set to get underway as the 8th-ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket women's basketball team will play host to the Manchester Spartans in the opening game. Hamilton College and the Rochester Institute of Technology will play in the nightcap. That game is tentatively scheduled for 7 p.m. But before we get to that one, we have the opening game as the Yellow Jackets put their undefeated record on the line. They come in at 9-0. They are 5-0 here on the home court. They last took the court on December 15th, and they defeated the Otterbein Cardinals 62-45 right here in Ursprung Gymnasium. That came on the heels of a 3-point victory at Marietta on December 10th. The Manchester Spartans come in with an overall record of 5-4. They are 4-1 away from home, and that is an outstanding road record as they have played some really tough competition on the road. However, they are coming in on the heels of 2 losses. First at Franklin on December 10th, and then against Transylvania on December 19th. They lost the Franklin game by 12, 57-45, and then lost to Transylvania 76-44. Taking a look at the starting lineups first for Manchester. The Spartans will run out freshman 5'11 forward from Kewanna, Indiana, number 1, Madison Smith. In the backcourt, a 5'5 freshman guard from Arcadia, Indiana, number 3, Maya Shields. Joining her on the wing, a 5'9 freshman from Rensselaer, Indiana, number 5, Jesse Ringen. On the wing, a 5'8 freshman guard from Mooresville, Indiana, number 12, Allie Graber. And on the wing, a 5'7 freshman guard from Huntington, Indiana, number 23, Haley Klein. The Spartans are coached by Josh Zurich, who is in his 19th year as the head coach at Manchester. He is a 1999 graduate of Tiffin University in Western Ohio. Starting it off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets in the backcourt, a 5'5 senior guard from Sheffield Village and Elyria Catholic High School, number 10, Reagan Schill. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'7 senior guard from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Rudolph Steiner High School, number 22, Izzy Andrews. On the wing, a 5'10 graduate student guard from Upper Sandusky, number 23, Megan Hensel. In the front court, a 5'11 sophomore forward from Napoleon, Ohio, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. And in the low post, a 5'11 sophomore forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare, who is in her 33rd year leading the program. She is assisted by Cody Hartzler, and the graduate assistant is Steve Oliver. The Yellow Jackets will be in their home white uniforms with Jackets written in script across the front of the jersey in brown lettering with gold trim. They have gold numerals on the front and backs of the jerseys with brown trim, a golden brown trim around the waist, and the Yellow Jacket logo on either side of the shorts. The Spartans are in their road black uniforms with gold lettering and numerals and white and gold trim around the waist and down the sides of the uniform, and the word Spartans on the lower back of the jerseys. Manchester controls the tip, and it's Shields on the right wing. She'll pass to Graber out top. She'll get a screen and then swing it over to Ringen, who will fire up a three, and she's off back iron. Izzy Andrews is there for the board. The Yellow Jackets going from right to left across your computer screens here in the first half. The Spartans will go left to right. Mid-post entry pass to Valence. She goes up with the left hand. It's too strong. Rebound pulled down by Manchester. That's Ringen outletting the ball to Klein, who swings it out top to Graber. She'll dribble off right side, look for the handoff. It's not there. Now she slips a pass to Shields. Shields trying to get it in. It's knocked away by Schill, but maintained by the Spartans. Out front to Graber. On the baseline, she finds Smith, and Smith hits the jumper and puts the Spartans in front 2-0. Hensel brings it into the front court. Schill will fire up a three. She's off the back iron. Rebound pulled down by Ressler. She swings it to Valent. It gets skipped over to Hensel. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. BW in front, 3-2, 8:48 to go here in the first quarter. Graber dribbles off right side, hands off to Shields. Now it gets reversed over to the left side to Ringen, who then uses a screen to get to the right side, and we have an offensive foul called against the Spartans. It goes against Ringen. That's her first. That's the first on the Spartans in the quarter. Ressler will inbound, does so to Izzy Andrews. The Spartans with a full court defense against the Jackets. Not a trap, but enough to make the Yellow Jackets work. Ressler brings it across the timeline, swings it right wing to Schill. Quickly downstairs to Megan Hensel, who misses the layup. And then out of frustration, going for the offensive rebound, picks up the personal foul. Andrews checks out for the Yellow Jackets. 5'8" junior guard out of Menor, number 0, Carolyn Wokley, is in for BW. The Spartans retain their starting five. Is Graber firing up a three. She's off the side of the rim. Bella Valent pulls down the board. She'll put it on the deck and then outlet it to Ressler. Ressler into the corner to Schill. Schill on a dribble drive, fires up a two. It's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Spartans. That's Graber outletting the ball to Klein. She dribbles off right wing, back to Graber. Now skips it over to Ringen. She'll reverse it. Left wing to Shields. Her three-pointer's on the way. It's off the mark. Kaylee Ressler there for the board. She'll dribble it out and swing it left side to Schill. Schill gets to the line, gets to the lane, goes up, has it knocked away and out of bounds off of Manchester. It'll stay with the Jackets, who send in Sylvie Sonneman and Kira Philpott for Megan Hensel and Bella Valent, respectively. Abby Rosenkrantz, number 32, checks into the game for the Spartans, as does number 13, Bridget Nash. Schill against Nash, throws it off the side of the rim and out of bounds. That's credited as a rebound for Manchester, as the Yellow Jackets were the last team to touch the basketball. And Manchester will get possession, and Graber will bring it into the front court. Try to throw a cross-court pass. It's deflected by the Yellow Jackets. Philpott gets on the court, tries to get a jump ball. Can't, so Klein will fire up a three after getting the ball out of the scrum. She's off the mark. Graber's putback attempt off the mark, and we have a jump ball as Rosenkrantz and Philpott will get tied up for the basketball. Quickly, Reagan Schill will be sent to the bench, and checking into the game is 5'8" sophomore guard from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania, Mars Area High School, number 3, Alec Johnson. Sonneman brings it into the front court, hands it to Wokley, who dribbles it between the circles, swings it right wing to Johnson. Johnson back left wing to Wokley. She'll fire up a three, and it's off the back iron. Tip rebound ends up into the hands of Madison Smith. She'll give it to Graber. Graber swings it left side to Klein. Now three-pointer on the way from Nash. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Kaylee Ressler. She'll outlet Wokley. Wokley to Sonneman. Thought about the three, now tries to drive, gets it poked away, and another jump ball situation. Nope, she's going to hold on to it before Alec Johnson can get tied up for the jump ball, and Manchester will get the possession arrow. Alyssa Miller, a 5'11" freshman guard from New Philadelphia, has checked in for the Yellow Jackets. And 5'8" junior forward from Goshen, Indiana, number 34, Alyssa File, has checked in for the Spartans. Graber with the basketball. She swings it right wing to Klein. Entry pass to File is knocked out of bounds by Philpott. Graber will inbound. She'll lob it up top. It's nearly intercepted by Wokley, but Nash will keep possession. She'll drive off to the left wing. Swing it out front to Graber. Pump fake on the three. She'll try the dribble drive. Swings it at the last second. Great cut right there from Rosenkrantz, and she gets the layup to fall. Good court awareness right there by Graber to draw a double team from the Jackets and leave a wide open key for the drive. Sonneman out front, over to Philpott on the left wing. Tries the dribble drive. It's cut off, so she'll swing it back right side to Sonneman. Into the corner it goes to Miller. Miller out to Sonneman for three. Off back iron. Rebound tipped and controlled by the Spartans. Coming out of the pile with the basketball, it's Haley Klein. She'll drive all the way to the hoop. She won't get the layup to go, but she'll draw a foul against Sylvie Sonneman, and she'll get two coming from the line. Hensel will check in for the Yellow Jackets. Sonneman will check out. Also heading to the bench to check in for BW, number 20, Leah Riley, the 5'7" freshman guard from Cincinnati Sycamore High School. Jayana Blakely at the scorer's table to check in for the shooter, Haley Klein, who makes the front end of the two-shot foul. Klein just 4 of 6 from the free throw line this year, 66.7%. She'll put it on the deck 3 times after giving it a spin, aim, fire, and get the rim in. That gives the Spartans a 6-3 advantage over the Yellow Jackets with 5:36 to go in the first quarter. Bella Valent has checked back into the game for Kira Philpott, and Blakely is on for the Spartans. Inbound pass is deflected out of bounds by Manchester. Megan Hensel has come back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Miller to inbound to Wokley, and Wokley gets tied up immediately by Allie Graber, and not for a jump ball, but for a personal foul that Wokley took a little bit of exception to. Checking into the game to replace Graber is number 30, Madison Stam. Miller to inbound to Hensel. She'll get it right back, put it on the deck with the right hand, and jog it across the timeline. She'll swing it over to Wokley, who on the right wing loses a handle of it out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Possession goes the way of the Spartans. Nash handling the ball up the floor. She swings it to Stam. Stam pulls up for a deep 2. It glances off the front of the rim. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Blakely. Gets out front to Nash. She's working against Wokley. She'll try the drive, left it short of the rim, and a rebound goes out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. The key, though, just 3 seconds left on the shot clock for the Spartans. Izzy Andrews and Kaylee Ressler back. Wokley and Miller check out for BW. Nash to trigger the inbound pass. And right now we're having a conversation with the officials. Should probably have had a reset on the shot clock as the first shot hit the rim. The second one hit the backboard. Right now we're having a discussion. Usually neither team ends up happy about what is discussed and decided upon. But we will wait to find out what the official tells the scorer's table. And they're going to signal they're going to put 14 seconds on the shot clock. Nash to inbound the ball. Does so to Rosenkrantz, and we have a turnover from the Spartans. Ressler inbounds to Hensel, gets it back, and she'll dribble it across the timeline. Swing it right side to Hensel. Hensel over to Valent. Valent out front to Leah Riley. Riley skips it to Andrews, not a wrestler, inside to Valent. Valent trying to back down a defender. It's not there. He gets swung over to Riley. 7 on the shot clock. She tries a dribble drive, and she gets the layup to go. 6-5. BW trails by 1. 4:27 to go here in the first quarter. Nash working the ball left side. Hands off to Blakely. Now to File. File on the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Nash. Nash will try the dribble drive. She'll scoop up a right-handed layup attempt. It's off the mark. Rebound to Wrestler. She'll outlet it right side to Hensel. Hensel feigns a drive. Swings it out front to Wrestler. She will drive. Go up with the right hand. Left it short. Rebound to Rosenkrantz. Rosenkrantz swings it up to Bailey, right wing. Blakely, left, right wing, and she gets called for a carry. That's a turnover for the Spartans. Ringen comes back in for Rosenkrantz. And Shields comes back into the game for File. Nash will also check out, and Madison Smith will be back. So Blakely and Stam will stay on for the Spartans. Riley, Wrestler, Andrews, Valent, and Hensel on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Riley will bring it up, working a two-man game with Wrestler. Swings it over right side to Hensel. Hensel hands off to Wrestler, swings it right wing to Valent. 12 on the shot clock. Valent puts it on the deck twice, swings it to Riley. She'll fire up a three. She's off the mark. Valent with the rebound. Put back no good. She'll get her own rebound back. Try one more time. Gets it up off glass. It's good! 7-6. Jackets back in front with 3:16 to go in the quarter. Blakely working around a screen, gets the ball taken away by Kaylee Wrestler. Wrestler will pick up her dribble after getting into the front court and hand to Riley. Riley back to Wrestler. She looks backdoor, finds Megan Hensel, driving baseline. Hensel pulls up from 5 feet, left it short, rebound to Madison Smith of the Spartans. She'll hand the ball to Shields. Shields into the front court. Into the left wing, it goes to Stam. Stam tried to swing it inside. It's stolen away by Bella Valent, who gives it to Riley. Riley left wing to Andrews. Andrews on the dribble drive. She'll back it out, kick it to Wrestler. She'll fire up a three off the side of the rim. Rebound to Shields of the Spartans. Shields dribbles off right side, then crosses over left. Spins at the top of the key, maintains possession before kicking it out to Ringen. Ringen calls for Blakely, fakes the handoff, now looking for the handoff, spinning on the pivot foot, looking for an outlet, finds Shields going to the hoop, and Shields is whistled for the foul as she went charging towards the hoop. Leah Riley stood up outside of the restricted area and crashed to the ground after contact to draw the offensive foul. Checking back into the game for the Yellow Jackets, it's Carolyn Wokley. She relieves Izzy Andrews. Hensel will take a break as well, and Casey Badalak will check in for the Jackets. Wokley draws a foul against Shields. That'll be the 4th on the Spartans this quarter. Shields is joined on the floor by Ringen, Klein, Bailey Kime, and Peyton Horn. And Shields will check out. And Madison Smith will stay on. Badalak will inbound for the Jackets. She does so to Wokley near the center circle. Wokley dribbling off right side, swings it to Badalak on the wing. Looking for the entry into the post, it's not there. She'll swing it to Valent. Valent on the drive, gets it knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. The Yellow Jackets have 11 on the shot clock. Wokley inbounds to Valent. Back to Wokley on the handoff. Three-pointer on the way. Three-pointer on the mark. 10-6. Jackets extend their advantage. 1:33 to go in the quarter. Ringen out front. She'll dribble off right side. She crosses over Alyssa Miller, who checked in. She's off the mark with that. Miller will pull down the board. She'll rip it through, and she'll draw a foul on the Spartans. Could have gone either way. Once a rebounder turns up court and then starts to rip that elbow through, any contact usually goes on them, but that won't be the case on this exchange, as that is the 5th foul on the Spartans. That'll put the Yellow Jackets in the bonus. Megan Jurasic will check in for Bella Valent, and Reagan Schill will return for Leah Riley. Alyssa Miller goes to the line, where she is 1 of 2 on the season, and she's off the mark with the first. Miller puts it on the deck 3 times. Eyes, aims, fires, and is off the mark. Rebound tipped around and controlled by the Spartans. Coming out of the pile, it's Bailey Kime with the basketball. It gets reversed now to Horn. Horn on the drive, kicked it to Smith. Smith tries to go baseline. She's off the mark. Rebound will go out of bounds. Last touched by the Yellow Jackets, so it'll stay with the Spartans. Kime to inbound, and once again, her pass is deflected out of bounds. So she will inbound again underneath her own hoop. Kime swings it in to Klein. She'll fire up a jumper. It's no good. Rebound to Megan Jurasic. Jurasic will put it on the deck with the right hand, cross over left, get to the top of the key, and swing it over to Wokley on the left side. She'll dribble back middle, then swing it right side to Schill. Schill back to Miller on the left side. She'll try the dribble drive, and she draws another foul. And this one looks to be against Jessie Ringen. That's her second. That's a 6th on the Spartans in the half. First attempt is on the way, and it's good. Miller extends the advantage to 5. Izzy Andrews checks back in. Carolyn Wokley has checked out. Second attempt on the way. Miller left it short right side. Its rebound is battled for, and Badalak will tie up Smith. Possession arrow favors the Yellow Jackets. Jackets can play 2 for 1 here. 48.2 seconds left on the game clock. A full 30 on the shot clock. Miller from the right wing tries to dribble drive. She goes up with the left hand, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Bailey Kime. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribble off left side and out of the middle with a pass to Ringen. Ringen feigns the handoff. Now gives it to Horn. Horn on the dribble drive will get the layup to go with the right hand. That cuts the deficit to 3, 11-8. The shot clock is off. The Yellow Jackets can use the final 20. Andrews walking it into the front court. Over to Miller on the left side. Miller swings it over to Badalak on the right wing. Badalak tries to drive, and she draws the foul on one of the Spartans. That's the 7th on the Spartans. Rosenkrantz returns. Ringen checks out as that is her 3rd foul of the quarter. Badalak on the way, and she's off the mark with the first one. Badalak 2 of 4 from the free throw line this season. Looking to go 3 of 6 if she can split the pair, and she does. That gives the Yellow Jackets a 4-point lead, 12-8, with 9.6 seconds left in the quarter. Alec Johnson will replace Badalak. Bringing it across the timeline, that's Bailey Kime. She'll dribble off right side. 2 seconds left. She throws up a runner. It's off the mark. Andrews charges in and pulls down the rebound to bring the first quarter to an end, where the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets enjoy a 12-8 advantage over the Manchester Spartans here in Game 1 of the BW Invitational. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. We're going to step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have second quarter action here from Ursprung Gymnasium. Welcome back, everyone, to Ursprung Gymnasium, where Game 1 of the BW Women's Basketball Invitational is underway. We're about to enter the second quarter, and the host Yellow Jackets, the number 8 team in the country, enjoy a 12-8 advantage over the Manchester Spartans. On the floor for the Spartans to start the second quarter, it'll be Nash, Smith, Klein, Graber, and Rosencrantz. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Andrews, Hensel, Schill, Wrestler, and Valent. That's their starting five. On the dribble drive, it's Graber taking Hensel to the hoop, but she has to pass the ball and swings it over to Klein, who's off the mark. Put back also off the mark. Rebound to Izzy Andrews. She'll outlet it right side to Hensel. Hensel swings it left side to Schill. Schill lobs it inside to Valent. Valent kicks it out to Wrestler. Thought about a three, now gives it to Hensel. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. 15-8. Yellow Jackets in front by 7 with 9:16 to go in the second quarter. Graber with the basketball, looking for Nash. She hands off, but it's stolen away by Izzy Andrews. She outlets it to Valent, who gives it to Schill. Schill off left side. Tries to get back to the middle of the floor, gets to the line, gets to the lane, hands off to Valent. Valent tries to drive now, jump stops and swings it to Andrews, who gives it to Wrestler inside. It gets reversed to Hensel, pump fake on a three. She'll try to drive, and she has it ripped away, but then gets possession back and outlets to Andrews. 6 on the shot clock. She'll has to hurry. She's trying to drive, throws up a runner, kicks it to Wrestler. Her jumper's off the mark, gets her own rebound back. Second attempt off the mark. Valent goes up for a shot and gets fouled. The shot clock buzzed for a little bit longer than normal there. And by a little bit, I mean about 3 seconds too long. Rosencrantz picks up the foul. That's her first. And the Spartans having a little bit of foul trouble today, as they have been whistled for 7, and 3 belong to one of their starters. That being Jesse Ringen. Valent hits the first, and the 65.9% free throw shooter is off the mark with the second. Rebound to Graber. She'll swing it right side to Klein. Klein back to Graber. Graber fires up a deep 2, and she misses everything. Saved by Manchester, hits the baseline. Last touch by the Spartans. It'll go the way of the Yellow Jackets. Carolyn Wolkley back into the ball game for BW. She'll relieve Izzy Andrews. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout by the Spartans, who find themselves on the wrong end of a 16-8 score with 8:22 to go here in the first, or rather in the second quarter and in the first half. While we have a break in the action, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Once again, resetting things with 8:22 to go here in the first half. The Yellow Jackets on the right side of a 16-8 lead over Manchester, who sends out Graber, Nash, Smith, Klein, and Rosencrans out of the timeout. Riley, Wokley, Ressler, Valen, and Hensel on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Ressler inbounds to Riley. Riley crosses over to the left hand, gets into the line, gets into the lane, goes up off glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Graber. Graber dribbles off left side, hands off to Klein. She fires up a three off back iron. Rebound battled for and tipped out of bounds by the Spartans. Yellow Jackets may have gotten fortunate on that call, as it looked like Wokley was the last one to touch the ball, but the official on the baseline had the better view and called it out of bounds on the Spartans. Ressler gets it across the timeline, swings it to Hensel right side, into the corner to Valent. Valent looking back door to Wokley, and Valent gets hit for the travel. Sylvie Sonneman will come into the game for the Yellow Jackets, and she'll relieve Kaylee Ressler. Graber gets the ball into the front court. She'll dribble off right side. Calls for a screen from Klein. Then skips it left side to Rosencrans. Out front to Klein. She'll get to the left wing. Kick it into the corner. It's Nash raising up for three. She's off back iron. Graber there for the board. Her putback is no good. Rebound pulled down by Sylvie Sonneman. She outlets it to Wokley. Wokley across the timeline. Gets to the top of the key now. She'll swing it left side to Megan Hensel. Back to Wokley on the right. Wokley has it batted away but retains possession. She tries to drive, gets stripped on the way up. Hits the deck hard, but it's a turnover as Madison Smith comes up with the ball. Klein on the right wing, out front to Graber, and Graber gets hit with a travel. Alyssa File has checked back into the game for Madison Smith. Hensel inbounds to Riley for the Yellow Jackets, and Riley will bring it into the front court. She'll dribble between the circles and dribble off right side, cross back left side, gets a screen from Hensel, looking for the roll, finds Hensel with the pass, and Hensel gets the layup to go on the give and go to give the Yellow Jackets an 18-8 lead with 6:42 to go here in the first half. Nash dribbles off right wing, out front to Graber. Graber looking for a backdoor cut. Finds Rosencrans going to the hoop. Rosencrans posting up Wokley, too strong on the layup. Rebound to Bella Valent. She outlets it to Riley. Riley finds Sonneman going to the hoop, and Sonneman gets the layup to go. Gives the Yellow Jackets a 20-8 advantage with 6:21 to go in the second quarter. We have a 30-second timeout on the floor by the Spartans. I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. On the floor out of the timeout for Manchester, Graber, Rosenkrantz, File, Klein, and number 14, Delaney Sanchez, who just checked into the game for her first action. Hensel, Wolkley, Riley, Sonneman, and Philpott on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Graber checks out, and Jayana Blakely will return for the Spartans. Hensel inbounds and gets it right back from Sylvie Sonneman. Hensel brings it into the front court. Swings it left wing to Wolkley. Out front now to the right side to Sonneman. She fakes the three, tries to drive, kicks it out to Hensel. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. 23-8. BW in front with 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Blakely brings the ball up, tries to drive, kicks it out to Klein. Klein out front to Rosenkrantz. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for the Spartans. 23-11. The Jackets in front, nearly avoiding a turnover right there, or nearly committing a turnover. That was just the first three-pointer made by the Spartans in 7 attempts here this evening. Sonneman kicks it to Wolkley. She'll fire up a three from the left wing, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. 26-11. Jackets open up a 15-point edge. Blakely, left side. She dribbles off to the right side, now hands off to Sanchez. Sanchez gets around a screen, swings it left wing. It's Klein having the ball knocked away by Riley, and then Riley picks up a foul as Klein drops to a knee to maintain possession. Hustle play by Riley, but a little bit too much contact. And she'll be relieved by Badalek. Hensel will check out, and Kaylee Ressler will check in. Madison Stam has returned for the Spartans. She'll replace Abby Rosenkrantz. And Shields is back to replace Graber. Blakely handling the ball, drives against Ressler and gets the running right-handed layup to fall. 26-13, Jackets lead by 13. Badalek gets the ball to the left wing, skips it over right wing to Sonneman, pump fake on the three, drives into the lane, kicks it out to Ressler, mid-post entry to Philpott. She'll square up the hoop, then dribble twice with the left hand before outlet into Ressler, who swings it to Sonneman. Three-pointer in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Blakely. She gets the ball across the timeline, dribbles off right side. Blakely gives the ball to Stam, kicks it to Sanchez, pump fake on the three, back to Stam, who fires up a three. It's in and out, rebound battled for and controlled by Ressler. Ressler comes out of the pile, jump stops and gives it to Sonneman. Now to Andrews on the right wing, into the corner to Badalek. Badalek skips it over to Ressler on the left wing. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for the Yellow Jackets. 29-13, BW in front by 16 with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. The Yellow Jackets finding something there from the left wing. That's 3 straight threes that they've hit from that exact spot. Three-pointer attempt from Stam is off the mark. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets. Badalek to Andrews on the left side. She'll try to drive, go up with the right hand off glass, no good. Rebound battled for and ripped away by Philpott, and Philpott will draw a foul. Mia Shields picks up the foul, and that's her third. Reagan Schill has checked back in. She'll replace Sylvie Sonneman.
Let's go, Spartans! Let's go, Spartans!
Andrews inbounds to Schill. Schill misses the layup, gets her own rebound back, kicks it out to Philpott. Philpott on the dribble drive, goes up and draws the foul against the Spartans. Delaney Sanchez picks up her first. That's a third on the team. She'll head to the bench, and Bailey Kime will check in for her. Philpott's first attempt is off, back iron, no good. Philpott was 5 of 6 coming into the game, 83.3%. She'll put it on the deck a couple times. Spin, aim, fire, and it'll rim out. Badalak gets the rebound, and she'll get fouled. Can't get the putback to fall, but she'll get 2 more coming from the line. Madison Stam picks up the foul. That's her first. That's a 4th on Manchester in the quarter. Sadie Arndt has checked in. She'll replace Kira Philpott. Badalak 2 of 4 from the free throw line coming into today's game. And she hits the front end of the 2-shot foul.
Rebound.
She'll spin it. Give it 3 dribbles with the left hand. Aim, fire, and go off back iron. Arndt, however, is there for the board for the Yellow Jackets. Looking for an outlet. She finds Andrews going to the hoop, and Andrews draws a foul. That's 3 straight fouls that the Yellow Jackets have drawn on this possession. Stam picks up her second in about 5 seconds. That's the 5th on the Spartans in the quarter. Izzy Andrews at the line to shoot 2, where she is 8 of 13, 61.5% on the season. She hits the first attempt. And coming into the game for the Spartans, well, okay, it'll be after the made the second free throw attempt will be Madison Smith. Andrews dribbles it 3 times, spins it, aims, fires, and hits. Now Smith checks in, and she'll relieve Madison Stam. The inbound pass goes to Shields. Shields has to be careful. She's playing with those 3 fouls. Coach showing a lot of faith in keeping her on the floor. She'll swing it over left wing to Kime, who dribbles it all the way to the right wing before handing off to Klein. Klein dribbles to the middle of the floor, and she draws a foul. It looks like against Izzy Andrews. Carolyn Wokley is coming back into the game. She'll replace Izzy Andrews. Shields to inbound. Does so to Kime. Kime will dribble off left side, then dribble back to the middle of the floor. Swing it right side where she thought Haley Klein was going to be. The only problem was the ball went left, Klein went right, and the ball went right out of bounds. Turnover for the Spartans. Wrestler inbounds for the Yellow Jackets to Wokley. Wokley between the circles, gets a screen, gets to the right of the lane, hands off to Badalak. She'll step into a left-handed 3, and she'll knock it down from the right wing to push the Yellow Jackets to a 35-13 advantage with 2:12 to go here in the second quarter. Kime raises up from the top of the key, nearly banks it in. Smith with the putback. She draws the foul against Sadie Arndt. Putback attempt was no good. So Smith will get 2 coming from the line. She is 33 of 54 from the free throw line on the season. That's good for 61.1%. Alyssa Miller checks in to relieve Kaylee Wrestler. Smith's first attempt is on the way, and it's good. 35-14. The lead down to 21 with 2:03 to go. Second attempt on the way, and it rims in as well. 35-15, Jackets in front by 20 with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Wokley across the timeline, dribbles to the top of the key. Sends it right wing to Miller. Miller back to Wokley. She finds Schill going back door, but the Spartans jump in the passing lane and knock it out of bounds. Wokley will inbound underneath the Yellow Jacket hoop. She does so to Arndt. Arndt to Schill from the left wing is on the mark with a 3-pointer. 38-15. BW in front with 1:40 to play in the half. The Yellow Jackets finding a lot of success from that left wing spot. And if it's working, they're going to keep doing it. Shields on the dribble drive, scoops up a left-handed shot. It's off the mark. File with the putback, can't get it to go. Rebound, battle for it, controlled by Kime. She gives it to Klein, who lobs it inside to Smith. Smith rips through on a reach-in attempt and is off the mark. Rebound to Sadie Arndt. She outlets it to Wokley. Wokley pushes it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets, goes all the way to the hoop, and lost the handle on it on her way to a right-handed layup that was uncontested. She missed the shot, and the Spartans got the board. Shields with the basketball off to the right side, getting a screen from File. File then goes to the low block as Shields sends it to Kime on the right wing. Kime with 5 on the shot clock. She hits the deck, looking for somebody to pass the ball to, and she's tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Yellow Jackets. That's a turnover for the Spartans. Coming into the game for the Jackets, Andrews, Johnson, and Riley. They'll replace Wokley, Schill, and Badalak respectively. Now Bella Valent and Megan Hensel will come into the game to replace Sadie Arndt and Alyssa Miller. So wholesale changes for the Yellow Jackets, hockey style line change. That means Andrews, Hensel, Johnson, Riley, and Valent. 3/5 of the starting lineup on the floor for BW. Andrews gets the ball into the front court. 2-second differential between the game and shot clocks. She swings it over to Hensel, who skips it back to Riley. Now right wing pass to Andrews. Andrews dribbles to the top of the key. Swings it right wing to Valent. Valent out front to Riley. Riley kicks it to Hensel, fires it up from the left side, and it's off the mark. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Valent. The Spartans have the chance at last shot. Miller comes back into the game, and she'll replace Megan Hensel for the Yellow Jackets. File will inbound. She'll do so to Kime. Kime lets it roll about a quarter of the way up the court before dribbling it. Now she tries to drive, gets into the lane, and she draws a foul with 2 seconds left in the half. Leah Riley picks up the foul. That's her second. It's the 4th on the Yellow Jackets this quarter. Wokley will check in. Izzy Andrews will check out. Badalak will be sent to the table as well, and she will replace Leah Riley. Now Megan Hensel goes to the scorer's table to check in, and in a panic before checking in for Alyssa Miller, Megan Hensel had to quickly dispose of the water bottle that was in her hands and let it fly behind the Yellow Jacket bench, much to the enjoyment of her teammates. Kime's first attempt is on the way, and it is off the mark. These are Kime's first free throw attempts of the season. Second attempt on the way, and it's up back iron. Rebound to Badalak. She has to hurry, and she'll just dribble out the first half clock. The BW women's basketball team takes a 38-15 lead into the halftime break over Manchester. We're going to step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some first half stats and set up some keys to the second half for both teams. Right here from Ursprung Gymnasium. Thank you for listening on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ursprung Gymnasium, where the second half is almost set to get underway between the number 8 ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets and the Manchester Spartans. BW has a 38-15 lead on the scorers table, or on the scoreboard rather, leading away with 11 points is Megan Hensel on 4 of 7 shooting from the field. She is 3 of 4 from three-point range in just under 12 minutes of action rather. Also scoring for the Yellow Jackets, Carolyn Wopley with 6, 5 points from Casey Badalak, 3 points each from Bella Valent, Kaylee Ressler, and Reagan Schill, 2 points each from Izzy Andrews, Sylvie Sonneman, Leah Riley, and a 1 point for Alyssa Miller. Leading the way for the Spartans with 5 points is Abby Rosenkrantz, 4 points from Maddie Smith. They've also gotten 2 points each from Haley Klein, Jayana Blakely, and Peyton Horn. BW shooting 12 of 34 from the field, 35.3%. They are 8 of 15 from three-point range, 53.3%, and 6 of 14 from the free throw line, 42.9%. Manchester, 5 of 28 from the field, 17.9%, 1 of 10 from three-point range, 10%, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 66.7%. BW has forced 12 turnovers and committed just 4. They also have 8 assists to just 2 for Manchester, and they have an edge in steals, 3-2. Points off turnovers, BW with a commanding advantage of 16-2. They also lead in points in the paint, 8-6. Second chance points, BW also dominant, 12-2. Fast break points even at 2 apiece, and bench points belong to the Yellow Jackets as they hold a 16-9 advantage over Manchester. For the Yellow Jackets to close out this game, they need to continue to shoot it well from three-point range. As I mentioned, 53.3% from three-point range, but they also need to step it up at the free throw line. They've been able to draw a lot of fouls against the Spartans, 12 in that first half, but they cashed those in for just 6 points on 14 free throws. And for the Spartans, they need to just find a way to make shots against this Yellow Jacket defense. 5 of 28 is not going to cut it. On the floor for the Spartans to start this second half, it's Graber, Ringen, Shields, Smith, and Klein. So they're starting 5, and 2 of those young ladies, Shields and Ringen, each have 3 fouls. They're combated by Andrews, Ressler, Schill, Valent, and Hensel for the Yellow Jackets. So starting 5 against starting 5. Smith bodies up a Yellow Jacket to get an offensive rebound and get a putback to go. 38-17, Jacket lead down to 21 with 9:20 to go in the third quarter. Wrestler with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Hensel. She'll fire it up from deep, and she'll knock it down again. Megan Hensel, 4 of 5 from three-point range, and she spots the Yellow Jackets out to a 41-17 advantage with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ringen swings it left wing to Shields. Out front it goes to Klein. Klein right wing to Ringen. Looking for that post entry pass. It's tipped away, but Smith controls it, throws it off of the left shoe of Bella Valent to reset things for the Spartans. Graber will inbound the basketball. She lobs it in, and it's controlled by Klein. Klein over to Graber, 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen away by Megan Hensel of the Yellow Jackets. Hensel, right wing pass to Schill. Schill lobs it in to Valent, and Valent is converged upon by 2 Spartans and draws a foul. Looks like it's going against Madison Smith. That's her first, and it's the first on the Spartans in this quarter. Andrews will inbound the ball underneath her own hoop. She swings it into Hensel, who gets a good look at a right-handed layup, and Megan Hensel is on the mark with that shot. 43-17, Jackets in front, 8:23 to go in this third quarter. Graber dribbles off right side. Now it gets swung over to Ringen on the left side. She'll dribble back middle, then dribble off to the right wing. Hands off to Graber. Graber gets into the line, gets to the lane, goes up off glass. Count it. No, it's waved off. They're going to say Reagan Schill was outside of the restricted area and drew the charge. Graber picking up her second foul. Wokley checks in for Izzy Andrews. Wrestler will inbound for BW. She does so to Hensel along the near sideline. Back to Wrestler, who dribbles off to the left side of the floor. Now gets to the line, gets close to the lane, skips it out to Schill on the left side. Out front to Wokley. Wokley back to Schill, who enters it inside to Valent. Valent kicks it to Hensel on the right wing. She fires up a three. Off back iron. Rebound to the Spartans. Ringen pulls down the board, brings it across the timeline with a pass to Graber on the dribble drive. Tries to dish it to Smith. The only problem was Smith thought she was going up for the shot and was positioning for a layup. Wokley with the behind the defender's back pass to Wrestler, and Wrestler finishes at the cup 4-2 to push the advantage of 45-17 with 7:20 to go in the quarter. Ringen swings it right wing to Klein. Klein out front to Ringen again. Between the circles, working against Wrestler. She'll dribble off right side. Hand off to Smith. Smith on the dribble drive, working against Wrestler. Off the side of the rim, rebound to the Yellow Jackets. Wrestler outlets it to Hensel. On the drive, goes up for the layup and gets it to go. 47-17. Jackets in front by 30 with 6:50 to go in the third. Graber on the dribble drive, and she'll draw the foul against Megan Hensel. 3 substitutions each. The Yellow Jackets will send out Miller, Philpott, and Riley. They'll send Valent, Schill, and Hensel to the bench. Shields, Graber, and Smith check out for the Spartans. Stam is back in for the Spartans, as is Nash and File. A shot attempt from Ringen is blocked and taken away by Wrestler. Kicks it to the left wing to Miller. She'll try to dribble drive, go up for the left-handed layup, up off glass, and it's good. 49-17. Jackets opening this thing up. Nash up the floor along the left side, swings it right side to Ringen. She'll swing it out front. Three-pointer on the way, and it rattles in for Stam. Good look from the top of the key. She didn't miss. 49-20. Jacket lead down to 29. Wrestler on the left wing. Enters it into Philpott along the baseline. Now out front to Wokley. Over to Riley on the right wing. Pump fakes a right-handed drive, then kicks it to Philpott from the left wing. And she knocks down a three. 52-20. The Yellow Jackets in front with 5:43 to go in the third. Ringen swings it left wing to Stam. Stam out front to Klein. Klein on a dribble drive, goes up off glass. Count it, and you'll have one more coming from the line as she draws the blocking foul on Leah Riley. That'll be Riley's third of the day. Sonneman and Badalek will check in. Wrestler and Riley check out. Abby Rosencrantz checks in for the Spartans, and Jesse Ringen will check out. Klein gives it a spin. Couple dribbles, aims, fires, and it rolls in. And she'll be replaced by Bailey Kime, the 5'4 junior guard from Denver, Indiana, and North Miami High School. Miller to inbound. She gets it into Badalek. Badalek back to Miller, who gets it into the front court. She kicks it to the left wing to Wokley on the drive. She dishes it to Philpott, out front to Sonneman, over to Badalek. The southpaw three-pointer's on the way, and it's on the mark. 55-23, Jackets in front with 5:05 to go in the third. Kime swings it over to Nash on the left wing. It gets back to Stam on the right wing. Now to Rosencrantz on the drive. She'll go baseline, throw it up over Sonneman, is off the mark. Rebound taken out by Nash. The Spartans retain possession. Entry pass inside to Rosencrantz. She's off the mark. File gets the rebound, and she draws the foul against the Yellow Jackets. It's against Sylvie Sonneman. That's her second. That's the third on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Time to inbound after Izzy Andrews checks in for Carolyn Wolkley of the Yellow Jackets. Kime lobs it into Nash. Nash catches it on the left wing, dribbles to the middle of the floor, gets into the lane, and outlets it to Stam, who fires up a three, is off the mark. Andrews there for the board. Andrews swings it right wing to Sonneman. Sonneman trying to drive to the lane, kicks it out to Miller. Miller hit with the travel call. 3 steps before you put it on the deck will get the officials' attention every time. Rosencrantz inbounds to Kime. Kime swings it to Nash, back to Stam, who swings it to Rosencrantz on the left wing. Stam gets a screen from File, kicks it to File. She'll put it on the deck with the right hand, then kick it out to Stam from the right wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Spartans have to hurry. Nash out front with the ball. Gets a screen from File. Tries to dribble drive and gets it. Blocked by Alyssa Miller, where it's picked up by Sonneman, who baseball passes it to Badalek up the floor, and she gets fouled going for the layup. Great look by Sylvie Sonneman on the outlet pass to find Badalek streaking down the floor. Hensel and Valen check in. Miller and Philpott check out for the Yellow Jackets. Badalek 2 of 4, make that 3 of 5 from the free throw line here in this game. The 5'8" freshman guard is seeing some major time for the Yellow Jackets, and she completes the pair to push the advantage to 57-23 BW with 3:43 to play here in this third quarter. Nash with the ball on the right wing. She's going to try to drive, and she has it kick off her leg out of bounds. That's a turnover for the Spartans. Hensel inbounds to Badalek. Hensel stays as a trailer just in case Badalek needs an outlet before she gets the ball across the timeline, and swings it over to Hensel on the right side. To Valen on the left wing. Thought about a three. And then, much to the chagrin of her teammates, kicked it to Izzy Andrews. Now it gets reversed over to Sonneman. Sonneman on a dribble drive, goes up and draws a lot of contact, and she'll get 2 coming from the line. Sonneman's first attempt is up, and it is off. Back iron, no good. She was 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 90.9% coming into today's game, and she'll split the pair, hitting the back end of the 2-shot foul to give the Yellow Jackets a 58-23 advantage with 3:11 to go. Abby Rosencrantz picked up that foul. That's her third, so then that's 3 starters for the Spartans with 3 fouls. Stam with the ball on the left wing. She drives to the line, gets to the lane, scoop right-handed shot is up, and it's no good. Megan Hensel comes out of the pile with the basketball, and she draws a foul. It's against Abby Rosencrantz, and that's number 4 for her. Megan Hensel will go to the line to shoot 2. Came in a perfect 10 of 10 on the season from the free throw line. These are her first 2 attempts today, and she knocks down the first one for the Yellow Jackets. Second attempt on the way, and it rattles out. Rebound pulled down by Rosenkrantz. She outlets it to Keim. Keim dribbles off right side. Back to Rosenkrantz left side. Over to Stam on the left wing. Out front to Nash. She'll fire up a three, and it's off the front of the rim, and rebound pulled down by Megan Hensel. Hensel will dribble it out of trouble and then swing it over to Sonneman on the right wing. Not a battle act. That one had a little bit more heat than she was expecting. Bounced off of her chin, but she saved the possession. Into the corner to Hensel. Three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark. Rebound to Keim. She brings it into the front court. Finds it back door to Nash. She kicks it out to File, who fires up a three off the side of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Badalek, who gets it up the floor to Valent. Valent over to Sonneman. Sonneman on the dribble drive. Kicks it into the corner to Hensel. Out front to Badalek. She fires up a three and knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. 62-23. BW in front with 1:52 to go in the third quarter. Stam with the ball at the top of the key. Trying to drive. Kicks it to Nash in the left corner. Nash with a spin move, gets around Andrews, but has it blocked by Andrews, and Andrews picks up the rebound. She gets an outlet pass back from Badalak, gets it into the front court. Jackets working with numbers, over to Hensel on the right wing. She'll fire up a three and knock it down for BW. 65-23, the long ball doing a world of good for the Yellow Jackets as they open up a 42-point lead with 1:11 to go. Stam with the basketball, left wing, swings it inside to Keim. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Sylvie Sonneman. She outlets it to Badalak. Left wing pass goes to Andrews. Touch pass inside to Valent is stolen away by Nash, but then she has it stolen by Hensel and fires up a three. No good. It'll rattle out. Rebound to the Spartans. That's Rosenkrantz coming down with the ball, outletting it to Keim. Keim sends it back to Rosenkrantz, right side. Or left side, rather, over to Stam. Now out front to Nash. She gets a screen and drives all the way to the hoop. She has it blocked by Badalek, but too much of the body. Draws the foul against one of the Yellow Jackets. They send out wholesale changes. Jurasic, Johnson, Riley, Wrestler, Wolkley on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Keim checks out, as does Stam for the Spartans. And Horn and Blakely will check in for Manchester. Nash's first attempt is good. Second attempt on the way and good as well. 65-24 with 25, with 31.5 seconds left in this third quarter. The Yellow Jackets can use just about all, just a 1.5 second differential between the shot and game clocks. Johnson brings it into the front court, swings it right side to Wolkley. Wolkley left side to Wrestler. Wrestler back right side to Wolkley. Working against Graber, who checked in after that second made free throw. Wolkley out top to Riley, who reverses it left wing. The Wrestler on the dribble drive, pulls up from 13 and knocks it down. 67-25, BW in front, and the Spartans will dribble out the third quarter clock as they trail by 42 points, 67-25. While we have this break in the action, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dane Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. At halftime, BW was 8 of 15 from three-point range. They have knocked down 5 of 8 of their attempts, 62.5% from three-point range in that third quarter. They have now hit 13 of 23 for the game, 56.5%. They have made almost as many three-pointers as Manchester has attempted. BW has made 13 threes. Manchester has attempted 14, of which only 2 have been successful. Out of the quarter break, it's Riley, Wolkley, Miller, Johnson, and Jurasic on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. On the floor for the Spartans, it's Smith, Horn, Ringen, Graber, and Blakely. Miller to inbound for the Yellow Jackets. She does so to Wolkley. Wolkley left side, swings it right side to Riley, fakes the three, drives to the free throw line, kicks it into the corner to Wolkley. She'll try the dribble drive, get it out front to Riley. Riley on a drive, loses a handle on it. She ties up a defender, but possession arrow favors the Spartans. Ringen inbounds to Graber. Graber jogs it across the timeline over to the right wing. Now to Horn, back to Ringen on the left side, over to Blakely on the left wing. Blakely out front to Graber, who finds Smith going back door, too strong on the layup attempt. It's pulled down by Miller. Miller brings it all the way into the front court, into the corner to Wolkley, out to the left wing to Riley. She'll try the dribble drive before kicking out to Wolkley for three. Off the mark, rebound to Graber. Graber runs it out and then tries to drive to the lane. Swinging it back door to Blakely, but throwing it out of bounds for a Manchester turnover. Badalak is back for the Yellow Jackets to replace Carolyn Wolkley. Miller inbounds it to Riley. Riley working against a double team, skips it over to Miller on the right side, into the corner to Badalek. She'll fire up a left-handed three and knock it down for the Yellow Jackets. They take a 70-25 lead with 8:48 to go in this one. Graber across the timeline into the corner to Horn with the pass. Horn drives to the free throw line, kicks it to Ringen on the right wing. Ringen working against Riley, looking for the handoff to Blakely. Blakely pulls up from 13, off the mark with the shot. Jurasic there for the board. She'll bring it into the front court. Kick it to Badalak. She'll fire up another three from the right corner, off the mark, but Miller there for the board. The putback, and too strong on the putback. Rebound to Smith of Manchester. Graber with the basketball. She skips it over to Blakely. Into the post to Smith. Smith working against Jurasic. Goes up too strong with the shot. Alec Johnson there for the board. She'll bring the ball into the front court. Right wing pass to Miller. Now to Jurasic. Jurasic hands it back to Miller. Into the corner to Riley. She'll fire up a three. In and out. Rebound to the Spartans. That's Horn pulling the ball down. Gets outletted to Ringen, and Ringen will get hit with the offensive foul as Riley stepped up, had her feet set, and drew a ton of contact from Ringen. That's her fourth. And she will be relieved by Madison Rees, who is seeing her first action today. Sadie Arndt is back for the Yellow Jackets and seeing her first action today. 5'4" freshman guard from Hudson, number 12, Allison Menendez. Badalek with the ball on the left side of the floor. Looking backdoor to Johnson, left it too high, and it's intercepted by the Spartans. Graber dribbles off right wing, trying to dribble drive. Now kicks it into the post to Smith, and she gets the right-handed layup to go. 70-27, Jackets in front with 7:05 to go here in this fourth quarter. Menendez brings the ball across the timeline, gets it poked away by Graber, and she's got nobody between her and the rim. Goes up for the right-handed layup and gets it to go. Sadie Arndt inbounds to Alec Johnson. Johnson dribbles off right side, crosses over, gets to the left side, swings it back right with a pass to Badalek. Now to Arndt on the right side. Arndt with a drive and steps on the baseline. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Coming into the game, seeing her first action today, the 6'2 freshman forward from Mainville and Little Miami High School, number 13, Brooke Thompson. Graber into the front court, dribbles off right side. Feigns a drive before kicking out to Blakely. Thought about a three, now tries to drive again with the right hand over to Graber. She'll fire up the three. She's off the mark. Rebound to Menendez. Menendez to Badalek. Badalek underneath the hoop. Too far underneath. Outlets to Johnson on the left wing. She'll try to drive. Spin move, kicks it out to Badalek. Pump fakes the three, now tries to drive. Gets stripped on her way to the hoop. And it's picked up by Madison Smith, who hands off to Horn. Horn into the front court. Over to Blakely in the corner. Entry pass to Smith in the post. She drives, scoop shot up, no good, but she'll have two coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Thompson picks up the foul, and we have a timeout on the floor. So 30-second timeout by the Spartans. And while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Thank you for all of your support of BW Athletics and its student athletes. Out of the timeouts, it's Sanchez, Graber, Smith, Horn, and Reese on the floor for the Spartans. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Arndt, Miller, Thompson, Riley, and Menendez. First attempt was up and good from Smith. Second attempt on the way, and she completes the pair. 70-31, Spartans trail with 5:50 to go. Menendez dribbles it across midcourt, swings it left side to Miller. She tries to drive, kicks it out to Riley. Riley tries to drive before she kicks it over to Menendez, and she's whistled for shuffling her feet. Graber brings the ball across the timeline. Left side to Reese, now to Horn on the left wing. Out top to Sanchez. She gets a screen, trying to drive baseline now. Backs it out. Swings it over to Reese, who reverses it to Graber. Graber dribbles off right wing. Skips it over to Horn on the left side. She'll try to drive and lose a handle on it. Riley picks it up. 2-on-2 going the other way for the Yellow Jackets. Riley at the last second dishes to Menendez. She fires up a three, left it long. Rebound battled for and controlled by Smith of the Spartans. Smith swings it over to Graber on the left side. She kicks it over to Rees. Rees on the left wing. She'll try to spin, get to the lane, throws a left-handed shot up, and it hits off the side of the backboard, but Sadie Arndt is whistled for the foul. That's her second. That's the first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Badalek and Johnson have checked back in for the Yellow Jackets. Riley and Arndt check out. Graber and Smith check out for the Spartans. Stam and Blakely back for the Spartans. First attempt on the way, off back iron, but it went straight up and straight down through the hoop for Rees, who's looking to complete the pair. Second attempt on the way, it's good as well. 70-33, Jackets in front with 4:44 to go in this ball game. Miller, right side pass to Menendez. She gets a screen from Thompson. Menendez swings it right wing to Johnson. Now out front to Badalak, who tried to enter it inside, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Spartans. Jackets retain possession with 15 on the shot clock, and they'll inbound along the sideline. Johnson inbounds to Miller. Miller right wing pass to Badalak. Badalak will swing it over to Johnson on the left wing. Into the corner it goes to Miller. 4 on the shot clock. Badalak has to hoist in a hurry, and she misses everything. That's a shot clock violation for the Yellow Jackets. Good defense right there by Manchester to really prevent the Yellow Jackets from getting any kind of a good look. Stam inbounds to Sanchez. Sanchez across the timeline. Back to Stam on the left side. Over to Horn on the left wing. Horn out front to Blakely. Blakely working against Menendez. And throws up a runner from the baseline. She's off the mark, and there is a foul called on one of the Spartans. An offensive foul. It's Horn who picks up the foul. That's her second. That's the second on Manchester this quarter. Menendez gets the basketball across the timeline on the left wing. She'll hand off to Badalak, who gets it to the free throw line. Then back to Menendez on the left side. Out front it goes to Alyssa Miller. Now to Badalak on the right wing. Over to Menendez. Pump fake on the three. She tries to drive baseline, and before she can get a shot lifted, Rees bodies her up and commits a foul. Bailey Kime is back for the Spartans. She'll replace Horn. Menendez inbounds it to Badalak. Out front to Miller now. Miller on the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Johnson. She'll hoist from 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound to Menendez of the Yellow Jackets. Inside it goes to Thompson, and she's whistled for shuffling her feet. And that's a travel violation and a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Sanchez gives it to Blakely between the circles. It'll get reversed over to Stam out front to Sanchez. Sanchez on the drive, and she gets fouled by Thompson. Thompson got a lot of the ball, but she got a little bit of the body too, and that was enough for the foul. These are Sanchez's first 2 free throw attempts of the season. Second one on the way. It's off the mark. Rebound to Badalak. And immediately Sanchez commits a foul. Maybe out of frustration, trying to go for a jump ball. But either way, it's a foul after her 2 missed free throws. Miller inbounds it to Johnson. Johnson back to Miller. Miller across the timeline. Dribbles to between the circles. Now to Badalak on the right wing. Badalak dribbles to the left wing. Skips it into the right corner to Miller. Pump fake on the 3, and she stepped on the sideline. And Alyssa Miller is having a little bit of trouble here in this fourth quarter. Stam inbounds the ball to Sanchez for the Spartans. She'll walk it into the front court, working against Johnson, gets a screen from Rees. Tries to dribble drive, spins to get into the lane, throws up a right-handed runner, and that's a great-looking shot as it goes down. 70-35, Yellow Jackets in front, 2:14 to go. Badalak dribbles to the left side, enters it in the mid-post to Thompson. Thompson with the right-handed layup. No good, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. And these will be her first career free throws with the Yellow Jackets. Thompson's first attempt is off back iron. No good. She'll look to split the pair here. Second attempt on the way. It's good. 71-35. Jackets in front. 2:05 to go in this one. Sanchez with the ball on the left side. Dribbles it and sends it right wing to Kime. She fires up a 3, no good. Menendez there for the board. She outlets it to Badalak. Badalak pump fakes, gets into the lane, and draws a foul against one of the Spartans. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Where she is 4 of 6 for the game. Peyton Horn checks in. Reese checks out for the Spartans. Badalak now 6 of 10 from the free throw line this year. Came in 2 of 4. First attempt on the way, and it's good. And it'll extend the lead for the Yellow Jackets. Badalak gives it a spin. 3 dribbles, aims, fires, and off back iron rebound to Sanchez of the Spartans. Sanchez into the front court. Skips it over to Stam on the left side. Now over to Kime on the left wing. Back to Stam between the circles. She'll try to dribble drive, go up with the right hand, too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds. The official on the baseline said it was off of the Spartans. Looked like Badalak was the last to touch it, but the official thought otherwise, so it'll go the way of the Yellow Jackets. Miller inbounds it to Badalak. Badalak brings it into the front court, off to the left side of the floor. Skips it to Alec Johnson, now to Miller. She'll fire up a 3 and left it long. Rebound to Kime. Kime trying to drive, gets it blocked by Casey Badalak. It goes out of bounds. The Spartans will retain possession. Less than a minute to go in this one. Sanchez to inbound it for the Spartans. Gets it to Kime. Kime on the left wing, trying to drive into the lane. Goes up and draws the foul against Badalak. And that's a good call. Swatted down at the ball, trying to block it, and got nothing but arm. So that'll send Kime to the line to shoot 2. She's 0 of 2 on the day and also on the season. First attempt on the way, it's good. 72-36, Jackets in front, 53.8 seconds to go. Second attempt on the way, off back iron, rebound to Thompson. She outlets it to Miller. Miller jogs it across the timeline, now picks up speed into the corner to Menendez. Menendez will back it out to the left wing before swinging it right side to Johnson. Left side it goes to Miller now. Miller on the dribble drive, kicks it out to Badalak. Back to Miller on the right side of the floor. Into the post it goes to Thompson. She tries a drop step, left it too strong, and the rebound is pulled down by Sanchez. Sanchez into the front court, has it poked away but retains possession. Out to Kime. Kime on the dribble drive, goes up with the left hand, too strong, rebound to Brooke Thompson. Her handoff is stolen by Kime. Kime with a jumper, off the mark, rebound to Casey Badalak, and we have an offensive foul called against Horn. That's her third, and the Yellow Jackets will shoot some free throws here in the final seconds. Brooke Thompson was 1 of 2. On her first trip to the free throw line. First attempt is up and it's good. Second attempt on the way, good as well. 74-36, Jackets in front. Kime brings it into the front court. And she will hand off to Sanchez, who swings it over to Blakely on the left wing. She'll try the dribble drive, hoist at the horn, and it's off the mark. The Yellow Jackets will close out a 74-36 victory over the Manchester Spartans. The Yellow Jackets improve to a perfect 10-0 on the season. They are 6-0 at home, while the Spartans fall to 5-5 overall. They are now 4-2 away from home. Leading away for the Yellow Jackets this evening in points was Megan Hensel, 22 points on 8 of 14 shooting, and how about this? 5 of 9 from three-point range, 55.5%. She also added 2 rebounds and an assist, despite not really having to play in that fourth quarter. Casey Badalek had 17 points on 4 of 6 shooting, including a 4 of 5 mark from three-point range and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. She added 5 rebounds and 1 assist. Kaylee Ressler added 7 points and 9 rebounds. Carolyn Wolkley scored 6 points. Reagan Schill, Alyssa Miller, Brooke Thompson, Bella Valent, Kira Philpott, and Sylvie Sonneman each had 3 points, while Leah Riley and Izzy Andrews added 2 points apiece. Alec Johnson had 2 rebounds. Sadie Arndt had 2 rebounds and an assist, and Allison Menendez had 3 rebounds. Megan Jurasic also added 2 boards for the Yellow Jackets. Leading the way for the Spartans with 10 points, it was Madison Smith. She was 3 of 8 from the field and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 points each from Haley Klein and Abby Rosenkrantz. Madison Stam added 3 points, while Jayana Blakely, Peyton Horn, Allison Graber, Bridget Nash, Delaney Sanchez, and Madison Reese added 2 points each. Bailey Kime added 1 and pulled down 5 boards. Smith led the way with 7 boards, while Rosenkrantz added 4. Graber added 6. Kime had 5 off the bench. And Alyssa File had 2, as did Jessie Ringen, who had 2 points and a boatload of foul trouble. She picked up 3 in the first half, finished the game with 4, and didn't play a whole heck of a lot in that second quarter. As a team, the Yellow Jackets shot 23 of 57 from the field, 40.4%, 14 of 30 from three-point range, 46.7%, and 14 of 26 from the free throw line, 53.8%. The Spartans shot 11 of 56 from the field, 19.6%, 2 of 16 from the field, or from three-point range rather, for 12.5%, and 12 of 17 from the free throw line, 70.6%. The Spartans committed 20 turnovers to the 15. The Yellow Jackets committed points off turnovers, went the way of the Yellow Jackets 26-10. Total rebounds, the Yellow Jackets had a 48-39 edge, a 13-12 advantage in offensive rebounds, and a 35-27 advantage in defensive rebounds. BW had 18 assists to just 3 for the Spartans. Yellow Jackets had an edge with 3 blocks to 2. The teams were even at 7 steals apiece. The Spartans committed 24 fouls. The Yellow Jackets just 14. Bench points went the way of the Yellow Jackets 37-19. Second chance points also went the way of the Yellow Jackets 12-5. Points in the paint nearly even. The Yellow Jackets with a 2-point advantage, 18-16. And fast break points, BW had a 14-4 edge. Once again, the Yellow Jackets improved to 10-0 overall and 6-0 right here on the home court at Ursprung Gymnasium as they advance to tomorrow's championship game with a 74-36 victory over Manchester. The Yellow Jackets will play in the 3 o'clock game against the winner of tonight's nightcap between the Rochester Institute of Technology and Hamilton College. The Manchester Spartans will play in the consolation bracket against the loser of this game. That game tips at 1 p.m. right here in Ursprung Gymnasium. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we will have the first half of action between Hamilton and RIT right here from Ursprung Gymnasium. You're listening to the BW Women's Basketball Invitational on BWYellowJackets.com.